Tomorrow marks 2 years since the train derailment and chemical explosion that happened in East Palestine, Ohio. Several residents forced to move away. They reported lingering illnesses from the dangerous chemicals and toxic smoke that filled the air. Now, Vice President J.D. Vance and Administrator of the Environmental Protection Agency, Lee Zeldin, are heading to East Palestine. Joining us right now, Tammy and Rick Chai, who live there. And I've spoken to you before. It's been a little while. First, I've got to ask, how has life changed in 2 years?
Oh, well, it's been a long 2 years. There's been a lot of stress and just uneasiness and uncertainty, and now we're starting to see the manifestations of illnesses that we believe are coming from this exposure to these toxic chemicals.
What kind of illnesses are you specifically talking about?
Well, I can speak personally because I've got about 300 hours of filming in the creeks, and which I probably was foolish to do that. And then we have people that are now on oxygen tanks that were healthy before. When you have people's skin peeled off right after the accident, there's going to be some internal ramifications as well. So I've been through multiple doctor's appointments. I've run 4 successful businesses. Meaning that I'm a high stress individual. I've always felt healthy, an athlete, and over the last 8 months, my health has degraded. So yeah, but I'm not going to complain about that. I will, it's just what happened. So I don't like to be put my things out there. But we've got Senator Vance, well, not Senator. I say Senator because we know him as Senator from Ohio.
Right.
Right. I have 2 concerns. One concern is that I pray that he comes in and talks to the people and not just the mayor, who I think and a lot of people believe he did an appalling job here, really kowtowing to the railroad. And so I hope he really gets a chance to mingle with residents who have been affected, and that is my hope.
Mm-hmm.
Tammy, we saw President Trump actually give the microphone to residents in North Carolina at the tragedy of those hurricanes, and how there are people who completely lost their homes. They're now living in trailers. Are you anticipating this visit? Are you excited about this visit?
Well, I'm trying to be hopeful, but we've got news that they're only meeting with the officials at this point, and I don't know of any people that they've vetted to sit down with the vice president personally. We've sat down with him in the past. I think it was last year, right at the first anniversary was the last time we saw Vice President Vance. But if the city and the state officials had anything to do with it, I'm concerned that we will not get an opportunity to say anything.
A couple things, yeah. Senator Vance is at the time Vice President Vance now. His team would call me every 2 to 3 weeks for updates on the creeks and the ongoings of the town. And it would be nice to talk to him, to tell him what is going on here from a resident's perspective. And as you're looking at those videos, right at that crash site, there is that famous blue big manufacturing plant that the train derailed just feet from. They have never addressed that plant. They've never remediated the chemicals under that plant. As per the NTSB, when they were talking about the horrific plane crash and taking questions at the end yesterday, they were asked about East Palestine, and they said, well, no progress has been done for per their recommendations of what should be done here in a 2-year period of time.
Right.
Can I ask you one more quick question as we're out of time? Where does your faith lie?
Well, you have to dig deep for it, I'll tell you that. Our faith is in that we're going to get our house built about 10 miles away from here and move on after and leave our home of 30 years, which is very difficult. But just seeing all these illnesses beginning to manifest more and more, and in children as well, it's time to make that decision, and unfortunately.
And hopefully God will have the last say.
Yeah.
God is pretty big. Rick and Tammy Chai.
Thanks for having us.
So much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. I wish nothing but good health, recovery, and strength to both of you. Thank you.